It's April 2024 and I'm still following the 4 current bushfire cases from the Hunter Valley. Today I'm back at Cessnock Local Court. Yes, this is actually Newcastle Courthouse in the background. That's because Cessnock is closed for a couple of weeks and all the cases are being heard here in Newcastle until then. I have no idea why it's closed. It could be renos. Please let it be a new sound system so I can hear what's going on from the gallery. So the usual faces from Cessnock are here in this modern courtroom within the Newcastle Courthouse. And yes, I can hear everything. Today there is also a TV journalist and a print journalist in the gallery. I like it when they are in the gallery because I will likely be able to find some published information about cases, which is a good source to use. But guess who's back at Cessnock Local Court? Adam. Adam has 13 counts of the bushfire offence and was arrested in Maitland in August 2023. He's had 2 mentions in Maitland within 7 days of his arrest, then a mention at Cessnock Local Court in September, where the case was transferred to Newcastle Local Court because the DPP elected to prosecute the case. In Newcastle, the case is mentioned in November, twice in December 2023, and then in March 2024. Now it's April. It's been 230 days since Adam was arrested, and the case has now been transferred back to Cessnock Local Court. Why? Because the DPP has reversed the election. The reason is not given. So the case won't be prosecuted in the district court. Instead, it will go to Cessnock Local Court because the majority of the alleged bushfires are located near Cessnock. The local court has a jurisdictional limit, meaning the local court cannot sentence for more than 2 years imprisonment. Remember, the bushfire offence has a maximum penalty of 21 years imprisonment. However, scrap that because now the maximum is only 2 years. Also, the court hasn't required Adam to enter a plea yet. I previously mentioned there are rules around time limits certifying a charge so a defendant can enter a plea. It's generally 6 months unless there's an extension. So in Adam's case, it's been more than 6 months now, so an extension is in place. However, the magistrate says pleas will need to be entered at the next court appearance early in May. It's not completely unusual for a long wait to enter a plea. Currently in Newcastle Local Court, there is the wedding bus crash case. This is from June 2023 and involves the deaths of 10 people. The defendant, the bus driver, has not been required to enter pleas yet, and that's longer than Adam. Adam was excused and not required to appear on this day. I noticed Adam's solicitor vaguely mentioned some discussion that will be occurring between the defence and the prosecution before the next court mention. It is not uncommon for the prosecution and the defence to negotiate on things, but it's not clear what they'll negotiate on from here in the gallery. That was all from Cessnock Local Court, as I had to travel to Newcastle Local Court for another case. Travel time between the courts was 1 minute because I took the lift instead of the stairs. I noticed the journalists also move back and forth between the courts as well. It is so easy when they are all in the same building. No super interesting cases at Newcastle Local Court today. There's no scuba divers and drugs. There are multiple courtrooms operating in Newcastle Local Court because the list is huge. In my opinion, the magistrate in the Newcastle Local Court is keeping everyone on their toes. There's a lot of pen tapping between cases, trying to entice the solicitors to get organised faster and announce the next case. I know the court is not supposed to be funny, but this magistrate is across everything. When a solicitor introduces a case and says it's from Maitland, the response is good, Maitland can have it back. Then wait, is this from Raymond Terrace? They can have their case back too. The magistrate then starts a list of things to do for everyone. It's very interesting to watch. Before I go, an update on the 3 other bushfire cases from the Hunter Valley. Ben from Singleton has 3 counts, one of which was allegedly done while on bail. He has had new charges unrelated to bushfires. All of Ben's cases are here in Newcastle. Honestly, I don't know what's happening. It seems to be just a continuous set of adjournments. I'm waiting for the hearing date because he has pled not guilty. Then there's David, who has 2 counts of the bushfire offence. This is for the Pelham and the Kersley fires from October 2023. He has pled not guilty. A hearing has been set for June 2024 at Cessnock Local Court. Chris, it's 1 count of the bushfire offence. It's the Pelham fire from October 2023. Same fire as David, however David is the principal and Chris is charged as an accessory. Chris has pled not guilty and a hearing is also set for June. Interesting, it's not at the same time as David's. Chris's hearing will happen 2 weeks before David's. So I'll be back here in May to see if Adam enters pleas.